Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. Today we are from Group 4 are going to present on Chapter 10, Activity Based Costing, ABC. So, first of all, ABC is a modern alternative to absorption costing. Basically, when doing absorption costing, we use single basis for absorbing all overhead into cost unit. On the other hand, ABC is a form of absorption costing where overheads are absorbed into products based on a wide range of activities involved in producing a product or service. Next, this is when the ABC is used. Moving on, let us see the differences between ABC and traditional absorption costing. First, ABC avoids reapportionment of service department costs because ABC sends service costs straight to the product that costs them, instead of spreading them twice. Secondly, ABC uses many cost drivers as absorption base, and it picks the right measure for each activity. Setups, orders, inspections. So every product pays only for what it uses. Next, ABC absorption rates leads to more accurate product costing because the measures fit the work. Product costs are closer to reality, so pricing and profit checks are better, lead to better decision making. After that, ABC recognized that overhead costs arise out of diversity and complexity of operations. To make it simple, the more different product, special options, and small batch you run, the more overhead you create. So ABC makes those extra costs visible. Lastly, ABC include both production and non-production overhead. Meanwhile, traditional absorption only include production overhead. These are steps in ABC. Firstly, we need to group overhead into activities known as cost pools. Then, we identify cost drivers for each activity. Next, calculate a cost per unit of cost driver. Lastly, we absorb activity costs into production based on usage of cost drivers. Based on ACCA Study Hub exam advice, the FMA exam does not require calculations for alternative costing methods.
Now, let's see the examples. Imagine a medium-sized factory that bakes and packs several kinds of cake, birthday cakes, cupcakes, and loaf cakes. Below are typical overhead costs the plant faces. Your job is to sort them into activity cost pool, groups of costs that belong to the same activity, and its cost driver. Then, this is after we sort the cost into the activity. Lastly, we identify its cost driver. For example, we have overhead cost list for mixing and ingredient prep. The cost included is mixing room power, and the typical cost driver is mixing hour or kg of butter. And the second one, for overhead cost list, we have baking or oven preparation. The cost included is oven servicing, and the typical cost driver is oven run hour. And third one, the overhead cost list for packaging line maintenance. The cost included is pack matching repair, and the typical cost driver is matching hour. Moving on to the advantages and disadvantages of ABC compared to other costing system. First, the advantage of ABC is costs are understood better. This is because you see why money is spent instead of seeing a big overhead lump. Secondly, costs are absorbed better. Each product or service gets charged only for the activity used. Next, cost control can be improved. By knowing which activities are costly, you can target fits, which means you can cut waste without harming the quality. Decision making gets sharper using ABC. This is because more accurate costs lead to smarter choice. ABC also works for service too. Anyone can track activities and assign overhead the same way. Let us see the disadvantage of ABC. Arbitrary cost apportionment are still required, which means a few costs must be split by a rough rule. It can be costly to implement because of the needs of extra data, software and training. The choice of activities and cost driver might be inappropriate, which can lead to useless result. ABC is not always relevant, which make the effort not worth it. Last but not least, lack of understanding. If staff don't understand ABC, they won't use it. Lastly, why ABC and not traditional absorption? Not all overhead are related to volume. For example, costs like matching setup, design change, and customer call happen because of variety, how many different kind, and complexity, how complicated each kind, not unique volume. A single basis does not reflect the true cost of complex product. This means that using a single base like labor hour to spread all overhead hide the real cost of complex product and overcharge simple one. ABC identifies what causes each of cost, called as cost driver, and each overhead is allocated using a different cost driver, so product pay only for what they use. So that's all from us. Thank
Thank you.